Welcome to the Izzy Chinche Show. If you were to jump ship on the most amazing relationship that you have now for this distraction, and then you got in a relationship with them, and you fast forward to, the future where you guys are together, I'm so excited you're able to tune in. Join me as I interview athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers. I also share much about my life struggles, trials, and successes in hopes to inspire you. I intend for this show to be one of the greatest shows of all time, so your listening and support means the most to me. My goal is to help inspire as many people as possible, so please share with a friend if you enjoy just one thing from today's episode. Together, we can help more people grow. Let's get started. Relationships are the single most important piece of our lives. They're the source of our happiness, they're the source of most of our pain, and they are incredibly important to us, and especially our romantic relationships. And I wanted to speak on this a little bit because recently I've been hearing quite a few people talk about how in their relationships there is this expectation that whoever you are with is supposed to meet all of your needs. They are supposed to encompass everything. Like, they are the ones that are supposed to protect you, the ones that are supposed to love you, to listen to you, to support you. And that is a lot of pressure, and I think a little bit unrealistic. And there's a reason that community is important. It's important for us to have family. It's important for us to have friends who support us in many different ways, so that not all of it comes down to our partner, because that is a lot of responsibility. And I know I do not want to be responsible for meeting every single need of my partner. And just like I don't want him to be responsible for meeting every single one of my needs. And I was talking to one of my good friends about this, and she was saying that it's so important to be able to recognize that and realize, when am I crossing the line? When am I expecting too much from my partner that it becomes toxic? Instead of leaning on my best friend. Like, that's why we're all supposed to have friends. We're all supposed to have, our best friend that we can actually talk to about anything, right? And when we need to talk about our relationships, we can go and vent to them. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is, I think there's this idea that within the compass of meeting all of our needs, that also it's supposed to be easy to be in a relationship, and I should just always be in love and crazy about whoever I'm with, and I'm never thinking about anyone else. And that is just simply not realistic, because the truth is, the other side of being in a relationship is looking at the discipline that is required to maintain a healthy and loving relationship. And I know that in the romance world, discipline isn't even something that you would think about. But especially in today's world, where there are so many distractions everywhere, right? We can go to the gym, we can scroll on our phones, there's dating apps, there's Instagram, there's constantly people around us who are distractions from our actual relationship. And my fiance and I actually talk about this. We talk about the discipline that both of us has to act out within our relationship. And it's knowing that the other person has the discipline to drown out distractions actually makes me more confident in my relationship. Instead of just wanting to be everything for him, be like, oh yeah, I am the hottest, I am the number one, I know that he will never find anyone better. No, that's not true. The truth is, there will always be someone who is hotter than me, there will always be someone who's richer than me, there's always be someone who is fitter, whatever, prettier, whatever, fill in the blank. So I'm not going to fight that fight. Instead, I'm going to say, and there will be someone hotter and whatever, and I know that doesn't matter, because I know that I have chosen someone who is committed to having discipline within our relationship. They are committed to expressing discipline when distractions come his way. And that is so important, because especially on social media, there are going to be distractions. There are going to be people who are super attractive, who are going to come your way. And just because you are incredibly attracted to your partner and you're in love with your partner doesn't mean that everyone else seems ugly to you. Attractive people are still attractive, period. And so with that, you have to exercise discipline and not entertain things that you shouldn't entertain. If there's a page of someone who is super attractive, then they are distracting from your relationship. And so when those pages come up, or you know it's that guy or that girl or whatever, and they're attractive and you know that, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your relationship. Block them, mute their page, mute their story. Don't let that come in and just say, oh, it's okay, it's harmless. No, if there's a page that you're looking at that you know you shouldn't be looking at, like, you know that. Don't do that. It is not going to serve you. And especially when you're looking at someone else and you find them attractive and it's from a distance, it's their crush. And a crush is nothing more than a lack of knowledge. To have a crush on someone means I don't know them. They're enticing. They seem attractive to me, but I don't know anything about them. And that's the case with all these distractions. We don't actually know them. We don't know anything about them. We're just like, ooh, they're far away. They're something I can't have. And human nature is to want things that we can't have, to want that enticing person, to want that person that just feels a little bit out of reach, and then to entertain that in a way that we can justify it. Because like, oh, I'm not actually talking to them. I just look at their page every now and then. That's not okay. That's taking away from what's good and what's right in front of you. And even further, this is something that my best friend and I talk about, is when there is a distraction, when there is someone who you find attractive, is a crush of sorts, or even in that realm. Maybe they're not a crush, but like that. Stack the bad against that distraction. And I'm not one for stacking bad things or thinking negatively about other people. But if that's what you have to do to protect your own relationship, then do it, right? Fast forward 3-5 years. If you were to jump ship on the most amazing relationship that you have now for this distraction, and then you got in a relationship with them, and you fast forward to the future where you guys are together, you're going to be in the same boat with that person looking at another distraction. That's just how it goes. There will always be distractions. There will always be so many options, and learning how to have commitment and discipline and exercising that in your relationship is so valuable. And I feel so grateful that is something that me and Mitchell get to work on together, is staying committed to the discipline, not letting your guard down, not saying like, oh, that would never happen to me. I would never flirt with someone. No, you don't know. Right? You don't know when you're in that position. So how do you protect yourself against even getting in that situation? And I know this isn't like a romantic thing to talk about, but it's the truth. The truth is, relationships require discipline and commitment. And the person that you're with isn't going to fill every single need that you ever have. They're not, and it's unfair to expect that of them. So if you're in a relationship and you have someone that you're committed to and you love them, and you've gone through a lot with them, and you find yourself maybe getting distracted or wondering what the grass is like on the other side, remember, the grass is greener where you water it. It's greener where you invest your time and your energy. And those distractions are taking away from watering the grass that is right in front of you. So if you're in a relationship, keep working on it. Have a conversation with your partner about discipline. And I love you. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so grateful for your support. I'm already excited for the next show. Turn on notifications and be on the lookout for my next episode. Also, please share the show with anyone you feel like might benefit from listening to.
Thank you for all your love and support. I will see you soon.